What are details of UK immigration white paper in easiest way so that even students, work visa holders and all people can understand these new changes in easiest way. This is the objective of this clip. By listening this clip, you will be able to understand new UK immigration changes by much easier way, and I will tell you the way also how you can still get immigration of UK, how you can still get the student visa by using these new changes. There is no need to worry. Laws always change of UK immigration, of almost all countries immigration. The main purpose only, you have to understand new rules, you have to follow new immigration rules. This is the immigration evolution. They mean that if you will run with the new changes, you will be able to success, and if you will be worried, you will be tense that now UK will not give you immigration, now you will not be able to get ILR, now you will not be able to get work permit, then definitely you may not be successful, because your optimistic nature is always required in all your destination, including immigration. If you are a positive man, you are a lawful person, you are going to follow immigration rules of any country, there is no reason that you may not be successful. So all details of the white paper, due to which a lot of immigrants are now in a transitional phase, it's being discussed so much, but very complex details are being given in the channels, so that a simple man, an ordinary man, a person who want to understand these rules in a simplest way, he is not able to understand. PM Starmer introduced this white paper. First time, a lot of changes took place in UK immigration. One by one, I will explain. My name, you already know, Irfan Ashraf, and channel name World Immigration News by Irfan. Another channel, World Visa News by Irfan, is upcoming. Now we go to the details of the white paper in easiest way, in a very simple fashion. First change in this UK white paper. What is white paper? These are immigration changes and biggest changes in UK history. UK immigration bringing changes to tighten immigration rules, and purpose is they want to invite only useful people for the UK as an immigrants, and they want to prevent themselves from scammers. Therefore, they don't want to use less individuals in the immigration. One by one changes I will discuss. The first change in this white paper of UK immigration, students will get 18 months work permit. Mean that when students finished their study, normally they were finishing their studies, they were getting 24 months work permit. But now after your graduation, I am talking about graduation, post-graduation work permit is reduced from 24 months to 18 months. So this is the first biggest change. Mean work permit time will be reduced. But still there is a good news. Good news is that if you are doing PhD degree, if you are doing master's degree in the United Kingdom, your work permit time, tenure will remain the same. After you study, still you will get 2 years work permit, mean 24 months time you will complete, and there will be no deduction of time of the work permit. This is the first major change. Second change is regarding skilled worker visa. Skilled worker visa, normally people with the low skilled jobs like laborers, plumber, electricians, barbers, they were going to UK without qualification. But now PM Starmer, Prime Minister of UK Starmer, clearly mentioned that we will invite overseas people only to our country who will come at level 6. What is level 6? Level 6 is that you need to at least your job requirement in the UK, the job in which you want to go, their requirement at least should be graduate. Mean that overseas person should be graduation, should have qualification graduation, and that job which they want to go and work in UK, and that job requirement is graduation. And second one is that occupation should be in demand, mean that Home Office issued a list of occupation in demand, and that occupation is in highly demand in UK, and job requirement is graduation. By this way, lot of low skilled jobs work permit will be shunned, mean less qualified people, the low skilled people like laborers, as I told you, drivers, mechanics, barbers, even care workers. Care workers detail I will give you later on. But low skilled workers where diplomas education were required, now they will not get work permit of UK. Only if you have any job in UK which is in high occupation demand list in reference to immigration website of Home Office, and company offers you job, you will be able to get the work permit. Reason UK mentioned, a lot of people were misusing these work permits. Companies were giving invitations to those people who were not skilled, they were without education, and they were charging money. The purpose was only human trafficking. Companies of UK were involved, and they are almost true. I will not deny, because a lot of companies, people just farming for some time to invite overseas individuals to earn the money, and they always selected high occupation in demand. There were no qualification required, and they were using these work permits to invite less skilled people and just those people who just want to enter UK, and they were charging highly amount of the money. That was the problem. The third changes, this is also very significant, care workers visa. PM Starmer clearly mentioned we are going to close. So this white paper, biggest change, one of the biggest change, that care workers, mostly numbers of care workers who entered UK in 2025 and 2024 from India. And why the UK stopped care workers? No doubt care workers are still in their high demand list, but they stopped invitation from overseas people as a care workers. Care workers actually opened route for non-eligible people, unqualified people to enter UK by legal way, because care work visa were no having much requirement. There was no any much requirement. There was no any much qualification required, just experience required, and people were making fake experience, fake diplomas people were submitting, and mostly agents were active throughout the world, and they were making documents and making fake experiences, and fake companies were very common in the UK, and they started invitation of the work permits, invitation of the care workers, due to which what happened, care workers started moving to UK who were non-genuine. They were not care workers basically. They were unemployed people who want to enter UK to work. So what was the conclusion when they entered? They did not work in specific care workers job, and the companies did not offer them job because their primary objective was just to import immigrants from overseas, due to which what happened, these people became unemployed, or they started any other work. And now UK got to know by investigation and by their research that most of the care workers, immigrants, are not working as a care workers. They are working in other fields, mean that they are not working in those companies. So they did not continue this care workers. Even the demand is high in UK of care workers. What they will do, how they fill up the demand, we don't know. That details I will give you later on. The biggest change, which I am going to tell you in the last, this is a change which people were not expecting, but they did. Still, a lot of claims are there from immigrants, a lot of resistance even from conservative parties there. Even conservative party was not supporting relaxation to immigrant, but still they spoke that this is a huge restriction on immigrants, that ILR time, if you are going to get citizenship or indefinite to remain on staying basis in UK, you need to stay now in UK for 10 years. Time has been increased from the 5 years to the 10 years. You have to stay now 10 years, which is too much for people who went on student visa, because student visa time is not included. They need to stay even more than 10 years, and work visa holders also have to stay 10 years. And another important point, which is also a little bit positive, now point-based immigration is going to be introduced. The details we still did not get, but some details which I got, I will explain. These details are that the people who will show to immigration their stay in UK, that they were more efficient, like they were working in the companies, they were working in the professions in which their occupation was highly in demand in UK. They were not having any criminal records. They having some tremendous outputs in the UK with the paper, with the documentation, with the proof. They were getting any rewards in the UK, mean that they promoted their skills in a better, amicable and tenacious way. So they will get more points in the immigration, and their citizenship and ILR will be easy. So this is a first good point, along with some good points. More bad points are there, that if you will get citizenship by 10 years, 5 years to 10 years, but still if you have good repute to stay in UK, and to think that your company's job in which you are working or your output is extraordinary, your points will be counted and you may get relaxation. These details still did not out, and I will be in touch for further updates and my analysis. Thank you very much.